budgeting process works. Each of the schools has a school improvement team made up of teachers, principals, and a school improvement coordinator. Those teams work together to look at what the needs are of each particular building. Needs might be based on things like test scores, as well as the makeup of the school as far as special ed, EL, and those kind of needs. That team works together to look at their needs and then come up with some goals that they'd like to reach. Maybe we want to improve our math scores. Maybe we want to work on English. So they will write goals, and each goal has strategies and activities that will address those needs, which will in turn help the students in their building. Finally, money is allotted to each school, and the schools spend that money or budget that money towards meeting the goals that they've just set as a team. This is a year-long process. They actually start at the beginning of the year, and it goes full year. So in the spring, this coming spring, we'll start working on our budgeting for next school year. The process is that the schools, having written their school improvement plan, will budget their money. Then the Board of Education here will approve it, and then it will be submitted to the Michigan Department of Ed. Sadie Mahone is our Michigan Department of Ed person, and she looks at it carefully and asks some clarifying questions, and then she approves it. Once it's approved, we are able to spend that money. Halfway through the year, like in November, we are allowed to start looking at things that we want to adjust. Perhaps we weren't able to fill a position. Perhaps something came in a lot cheaper than we expected or anticipated, so we are able to lower that amount and spend that additional money somewhere else. Or perhaps our needs have changed. The building makeup has changed or something, so we are able to make those changes, and that's our amendment. That also is approved by you, and then has to again be approved by Sadie before we can spend that money. There are several requirements for our process, and the most common one you've probably even heard in the news is supplement versus supplant. Supplement versus supplant is basically saying that the district has certain financial responsibilities for the normal student, and that our money, the title money, is supposed to be used as a supplement, something extra above and beyond what we would normally use for the whole student body. The other requirement would be that we have to spend reasonable amounts. We can't just spend high amounts on something just because we want a certain thing. We have to do the bid process and make sure things are reasonable. Can't go out of state for a conference that we come in the same information in state. Finally, we have to keep in mind the focus. The focus of Title I is to really pay attention to the specific needs of our neediest students. Not worry about just the bubble students or put extra money at the higher kids. It's to really focus on the lower kids that are having problems with their needs being met. Any questions? The budget you have in front of you is broken down by school. The first section is the Title I district budget, as each school is laid out, and then at the end is the Title II district budget.
Just to point out that the Finance Committee, at the Finance Committee meeting before this meeting, we asked questions about this budget. Had the same presentation.
Thanks for taking the time to go over it with us then.
Thank you.
Any further questions? Thank you very much for the presentation. I have a motion to accept.
Motion.
Support. A motion by Ms. Delaney and support by Mr. Doug Myers to accept the presentation. Thank you again for all the work. I mean, just a comment, as you said earlier in finance, that's a ton of activity that goes in to present so briefly. So.
And I'd like to really especially thank the teachers, the principals, and school improvement coordinators that put so much energy into it to help our neediest students.
Thank you again. I have a motion by Ms. Delaney and a support by Mr. Doug Myers to accept the presentation. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 6-0. Next item, please.
6.01 LLI Beyond Basic Resuscitation, Jim Murphy.
say hello. I'm fairly new to the district. I hired in October, so some of you I haven't met yet. I am one of the school improvement coordinators here, and I am doing coaching.
Do you want to sit down?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, just grab a chair.
Usually people sit down, they'd be more comfortable on this offering it.
And a microphone too, usually they have. One.
Yes, thank you. Could you do me a favor? Just grab the mic. Thank you for that.
well, they're fixing me up. I'm doing some coaching as well at Myers. So I'm working specifically with 4 classroom teachers formally right now, a couple of teachers informally as well, and I'll talk a little bit more about my coaching roles shortly.
Kim, before you begin, Dave and Debbie, do you want to take a moment to, can you see okay? Because she's going to have some stuff coming.
Oh. My computer's not going to work.
Now we get into the definition of what is work.
Well, I wasn't paying attention to the screen, but apparently it didn't look quite right. Yes, yes. So while we're readjusting, first tonight I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a supplement program that we use specifically for our struggling readers. This program is called Leveled Literacy Intervention Program, LLI for short. What it is, it's very targeted instruction based on the needs of kids. It's small group work. It's intended for about a 30-minute chunk. Generally recommended for 3 to 4 times per week. We've seen really, really dramatic growth when using this program as intended. So, that's okay. Oh, I'll just keep talking. So currently, we have 3 LLI interventionists working with our elementaries. They each carry a caseload of somewhere between 21, 24 kids. Sometimes, depending on the needs and the size of the building, that's a higher number, of course. They meet with kids right now on a rotational schedule, so they're seeing kids about every other day, as opposed to every day. But in using this schedule, we've been able to get some services in all of our buildings. So I'd actually, since we're on the go here, I'd like to introduce those 3 ladies because I believe they're here tonight. So we have Miss Stevie, and Miss Sheila, and Miss Rhonda. And I touched base with all of them last week just to check in to see how things were going with the program and implementing it. And they had some very positive feedback. So what I asked them to do is gather some data up for me, and then I tabulated it, and I'm going to share that with you tonight. But just a couple more things about the LLI program. It is a short-term intervention meant to be about 12 to 20 weeks in length, a small group. So we are really staying with the 3 kids in a group idea. It is supplemental, so they still get their classroom instruction in ELA. It is intensive. So when I said that 30 minutes, it is boom, 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 boom. Every second of that 30 minutes counts, that they have those 3 kids in front of them. So it's reading strategies, there's some writing embedded, there's word work embedded, they're connecting to text all the time, phonics, fluency, comprehension, all of these things are embedded within the LLI program.